Okay, so I openly admit parenting being so hard for me. I just let screens babysit my kids all the time. Oh man, our TV was on so much. I'm surprised the CEO of Netflix didn't call me. Like, what is going on over there? I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying that we were thriving. Yes, at one point, I thought that the Teletubbies were personally communicating with me. I'm not saying it was like a great situation, but as a modern parent, you do what you gotta do to survive. And then people would be like, Jen, your generation is so lazy. You know, your great-grandmother's generation, they raised all of these kids without ever once using a screen. To which I say, yeah, they had something that we don't have, and that is called outside. My great-grandmother never saw her kids. They'd take the family shotgun, head out into the woods, spend all day hunting small animals for her to skin and cook up for dinner. My homeowners association has policies against that. So it's going to be 5 hours of Paw Patrol today. We didn't even have the good shows. We were the Dora the Explorer era. You guys know Dora? Okay. I have a Pavlovian response to that name. I just start. There's a character on Dora called the Map. He introduces himself with the same song every time. Let me see if I can remember these lyrics. It'll be hard. Lord be with me. I'll see if I can do it. I think it's, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, what's next? Oh, I'm the map. And then it just ends with, I'm the map. Somebody got paid to write that. In their defense, I have been that hungover at work. You're like, oh, let's just copy paste. Maybe nobody will notice. Let me tell you, you hear that 17 times in one day, and you start getting philosophical. I was like, who are you trying to convince you're the map? Is it us or perhaps yourself? Deep down inside, are you scared that you're just a chart? Thomas, we had Thomas the Train. Hang on. Did you ever notice that the only compliment the narrator ever gives those little trains is that they're useful? It's like, Thomas was a very useful engine. Polly was a very useful engine. I'm like, what happens to them if they stop becoming useful as workers? I thought, I'm getting very communist vibes from this show. Don't get me wrong, I still let my kids watch it. They'd start screaming, hitting each other with the naked Barbies. I'd be like, children, let us check in with Comrade Thomas today. I finally figured out the right way to let screens babysit your kids. You gotta break out the good stuff. You see, back in my day, we had a roadrunner and a coyote who dropped anvils on each other's heads. We had a guy named He-Man who got amazing powers by holding up a piece of metal in a lightning storm. And we had a cat and mouse who ran around a house all day chasing each other with meat cleavers. Today, the plot of literally every children's TV show is, this character has a group of supportive friends. And they recycle. They won't stream the good stuff anymore, so I wised up and I bought some bootleg copies on eBay of some old cartoons. Let me just tell you, the first time I popped in a 1976 Looney Tunes, My 8-year-old son saw one character light a stick of TNT, throw it at his enemy. The enemy comes running back on fire, shooting 3 bazookas at once. My son turned around and said, "You have been holding out on me." I use TV for all sorts of stuff. Because I'd never seen this life that I'm living done, I turned to the TV for inspiration for myself. I openly admit, I actually, I learned a lot about what it means to be a mom from that classic TV show that makes having a big family look like so much fun. You know, Game of Thrones. That was very inspiring to me. I would watch that show and I'd be like, nobody asks those moms what they do all day. I don't see them having to make a meal plan. I said, these women on this show, man, they get involved in everyone's drama so that all their kids can marry rich and nobody in this family ever has to work again. I'm like, that is a model of motherhood I can get into. I realized I'm not a stay-at-home mom, I'm a stay-at-home matriarch.